Hey there everybody. Today is November 29th, 2012. I've been on testosterone for 181 days. I'm just a couple of days shy of 6 months. Today's the 29th of November. My official 6 month will be the 1st of December. The first month on T, I didn't really take very much of it. So in terms of changes, I'm thinking about myself as if it's been 5 months. Also today is 163 days since my chest surgery, which is about 5.5 months. I am wearing a tie. I just got this tie recently. I realized I've been wanting to have a tie, and I bought this tie. It's a skinny tie. It's like 2.5 inches, and I like it. And the reason that I dressed up a little bit today is that I went downtown to the government center to file my request for a name change and gender marker change. I got the letter from my surgeon, which is really a pretty awesome letter. In fact, why don't I read the letter? That's what took me so long to go get this process started. Well, that was part of it. Here we go. To whom it may concern, Erin is a 35-year-old female-to-male transgender patient who has undergone hormonal and surgical treatment resulting in irreversible physical changes consistent with gender reassignment. Date of surgery I personally performed for this patient, June 19, 2012. As a result of this procedure and its irreversible effects, my patient is no longer female and is now male, and my patient's records, including birth certificate and passport, should be changed accordingly as they are inaccurate as they presently read. If additional information is requested, please do not hesitate to contact me. I declare under penalty of perjury under the laws of the United States that the foregoing is true and correct. And he's got his whole signature, and it's on his letterhead and everything. Pretty official. So I went to the government center with like some vague idea of what to do, and the man behind the counter at the civil court counter was very friendly and nice and calm, which I liked. And he pointed out a couple places where I'd left the paperwork blank. I had to put, none for criminal convictions and none for felony convictions, because I haven't had any of those, thank you. And then I have a mortgage on a house, and I had put the property ID, and he said it needed a longer description, which I didn't know. So he gave me a phone number to call, and I went off in a corner and called the number, and she looked it up, and she said, the description for your property is 10 lines long. I cannot read this to you over the phone. And I said, I'm in the government center building. Can I just go somewhere? And she said, oh, go to the 5th floor and blah, blah, blah. So I had to go through a security check, and then I went up to the 5th floor, and I went to the wrong room, and then I went to the right room, and everyone was very nice to me. And then, and I was identified as he at least twice, which made me happy. And then I gave these ladies the certificate number that the person on the phone had given me. And they said, okay, that's one page, it'll be $1. So I paid them $1, and they printed out my property description, which is like ridiculously long. And in fact, I remember seeing it when I bought the house. And usually this is like Lot 4, Section B. That's usually how long it is. This description goes on for a very long time and says, that part of Lots 4 and 5, Exhibit D, showing subdivision of land belonging to blah, 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 blah. And it goes on and on. North of the west line for a distance of 40 feet, and Lots 4 and 5 for a distance of 99.37 feet to the northeast corner. Anyway, so of course they didn't want to read that to me over the phone. And while I was waiting for one lady to go and retrieve my printout, the other lady commented to her, man, it's been too cold in here for months, and now all of a sudden today it's too hot. And I stepped right in with, that's because I'm here. And she cracked up. She thought that was the funniest thing ever. And then after I'd paid my fee and gotten the paperwork and I was ready to leave, she was like, you have a good day, Mr. Hot. So that was funny. And then I went back downstairs to the first guy, and he made copies of everything, and he had me raise my right hand and solemnly swear that my application was accurate. And I paid him with a check for a large amount of money. And then he sent me on my way, and he told me that I said it would be great if I could get this done, before the end of the year. And he said, well, that's a little fast, but it's possible. Call this number on this day, and then when you request your court date, request it to be before the end of the year, and, maybe it'll happen. So that was very exciting. And I don't think I have anything else much to say. I have not been really interested in making videos because I don't know what to say on my videos. Apparently I don't know how to take off my tie either. There we go. Funnily enough, I did get a instruction from my friend Chris on how to tie a tie, but I really only needed one refresher because I think my father taught me how to tie a tie when I was a teenager, and I don't remember why I asked him or how many times I tied it, but I knew how to tie it. I knew how to tie it on myself. So that's an interesting bit of kind of present information and kind of missing information. Like, why did I want to learn how to tie a tie, and why did he teach me, and why did I remember? So I figure since I'm making a video, I'll do a little chest here. I don't think there's really anything that much that's changed since my last video, but I've been trying to build muscle, and I don't know if I've been successful, but there's all. Oh, and when I poke here, I get this tingly feeling over here, so that's weird. I think the light in here is weird too. I'm just seeing it there. So that's it. That's my chest. Not really much to see. The scars are still there, of course. This one is fainter, and this one is bigger. But everything's healing nicely, and got some belly hair going on. It hasn't really increased very much, but it is there. And the hair on my arms is thicker and darker, but I don't think anyone can really tell the difference between me and my wife. And I'm desperately trying to grow facial hair, but I think it's just kind of this blonde fuzz that's not really noticeable to anyone else. I think that's all I have to say. Oh, I did have another fun experience. A friend of mine, a straight man who has been complimented by people telling him that he looks like, his dress is like a gay man, because he cares about how he dressed. So he brought over a bunch of his shirts and ties and some sweaters, and he talked to me about how to match a shirt to a tie and how to choose your shirt and your tie based on how you feel that day or how you want people to react to you, bright colors, dull colors, things like that. And he recommended Athletic Fit because he and I have very similar body shape. We're both, relatively slim. And it was fun. It was really fun. I feel like I've kind of never really thought that much about dressing or cared that much about dressing. And he looked at my closet of button-down shirts and said that all of my button-down shirts say, "Don't look at me, I'm hiding," which I think is very interesting. And he's got shirts like that in his wardrobe, but he also has "Look at me, I'm feeling sparkly today" shirts, and I don't have any of those. So, hi dog, do you want to be in the video? You've never been in the video before. There you are. So I'm planning a shopping expedition whereby I get new shirts and some ties, since all I have is that one black tie, that one skinny black tie. And I also need some new dress pants, because I don't have dress pants that really fit me very nicely. And I'm looking at some new clothing. That should be fun. That's it for my video today.